It's now my very great pleasure to introduce the Chair of Building 4.0 CRC, Dr. Bronwyn Evans, who will come up and give the welcome to the conference. Bronwyn.
Thank you very much, Matthew, and welcome to the conference this morning. My name's Bronwyn Evans, and I'm the Chair of the Building 4.0 CRC. It's 2 years since we began our CRC, but this is the first time we've had the opportunity to have the conference that we've been wanting to put on for all of those 2 years. So I really want to thank you for making the time to come out on this beautiful, albeit chilly, Melbourne morning. So thank you for coming along. The work of the CRC, and especially that making change, has never been more important. If you look at things like those big global challenges, the climate crisis, decarbonisation efforts, and especially in the building industry, looking at housing supply and housing affordability, looking at our preparedness of cities for that future. And right now, with the Skills and Jobs Summit going on in Canberra, we are all putting our minds to what skills do we need, how can we get access to them, and what will the future look like for those skills. And importantly, we want to grow an innovation culture in the building industry. So these are the challenges that as a CRC, we're set up to look at and to be part of that solution. I particularly want to recognise and welcome today our outstanding conference speakers, some of them who've come many thousands of kilometres to join us today, some who will be beaming in from those many thousands of kilometres, and for all of you who've come from across Australia. We've got members of the CRC board with us today. We've got members of our partner organisations, and I particularly want to thank you for your trust and confidence in being part of our journey in making change. And of course, the guests in the conference. And just a quick ad, if you are in social media, don't forget to hashtag making change as the tag that you put on your tweets and all those sorts of things. I wanted to reflect on what a CRC is, a cooperative research centre. It really is a unique way to bring together industry, research groups, government, civil society, and peak bodies. And in our case, it's been brought together to solve those critical challenges, building innovation. And we've done that on the basis of using the ideas that are coming out of the fourth industrial revolution, or Industry 4.0, and in particular the principles of interoperability, virtualisation, and modularity. And then we've said, how can we have impact through the focus on 4 critical areas: people and culture, looking at what do we need in the education and training systems, and the regulatory environments. Around sustainability, we've said, what can we do to be part of those conversations around decarbonisation and the circular economy? And industrialisation is one of the ways to look at that Industry 4.0 principle of interoperability, and then digitalisation. How are we addressing that virtualisation and modularity? So our special position means that we can bridge that critical gap in the innovation ecosystem between research and industry and government. And I really like our theme for the conference today, change making, making change, because at the CRC we're already on that journey of making change and creating outcomes. And to reflect on just a few of the things that we've been able to achieve in the past 2 years. And like so many people, we've had to make rapid changes since inception almost. We were born in the middle of the shutdown. So all our grand plans and our pitch when we went to the CRC committee about how we were going to bring people together, we had to quickly pivot, and there's that word of the 2020s, I think, and establish the CRC in very much a virtual environment. But we have been able to create and launch 35 projects, of which 15 are already finished, and we've got another 30 in development. And this year we have been able to start to make tentative moves towards coming together. We've had virtual hybrid events with satellite sessions in Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria. We've hit the road by going to Canberra and meeting with Parliament. We've visited partner organisations in Tokyo. We've been able to learn and share ideas in Germany, Denmark and Sweden. And we want to make sure we can keep making those connections with you and for you as we go on this journey of making that change in this CRC. We've awarded 29 PhD scholarships and we've got more to come as well. And those scholarship candidates are really critical in being able to tackle some of those big problems on behalf of industry. We've got a number of joint projects where we're working with other bodies in this ecosystem. We've got 3 projects with the Advanced Manufacturing Growth Centre's Prefab Innovation Hub. And there is a display today, so just putting a bit of a pitch for going around and looking at the displays of the work that's happening. And in the session that I'll chair after lunch, where we're speaking with our Austrade colleagues, we've done a piece of work, a survey of Australia's building technology businesses. And that report, I'm pleased to say, will be released soon. And we showcase 40 different, really wonderful innovations of Australian businesses. And importantly, we're going to continue with these activities and continue to build our voice and our public profile on behalf of building innovation. And the opportunity today at the conference is to meet and form new networks and catch up with old friends, and some of them you will meet for the very first time after working with them potentially for 2 years on screen. We'll be hearing from world-leading companies and experts. This is also the opportunity to hatch plans, to come up with new ideas, new innovations, new changes indeed, and to work cooperatively to make the kind of change that the industry wants and needs, which is why we are all here today and why we're all doing what we want to do. So we have a wonderful lineup of speakers and sessions today. I trust you'll enjoy them. But before I hand back to Matthew, I really want to give my thanks and acknowledgement to the outstanding team who've made this possible today. So thank you very much and enjoy the conference.